Well, it's Wednesday, hump day, and it's time to get through this week and push over that wall with another against the wall. Here we go. So we're in the book of 1 Kings, chapter 20 today. And I want to read this verse to you. It says in verse 30, "But the rest fled to Aphek, into the city. Then a wall fell on 27,000 men who were left. And Ben-Hadad fled and went into the city, into an inner chamber." So today, I'll give you some context of what's happening here. So Ahab, the king, is at war with Syria, this Ben-Hadad. And so what happened is Israel defeated the army of Syria in this battle on the hills. And so their people told their king, hey, look, their God is a God of the hills. He's not a God of the plains. So we need to fight him down the valley in the flatland and we can beat him. The problem is they didn't understand who the God of Israel was. They thought Israel had several gods and this God was favorable to them, but he wouldn't be favorable if they took him in battle here. Well, the problem was the prophet of God came and told the king, hey, look, he says that you're the God, or they say that our God is the God of the hills, but he's also the God of the valleys. He said, go to war, fight them, and you'll win. And God allowed Israel, this little army they had, to defeat Syria, eventually leading to the king of Syria surrendering and trying to make a peace treaty with the king of Israel. But we see here that God allowed Israel to defeat the army of Syria not once but twice. And then as the men fled into this city, a wall fell and killed 27,000. Thing about it is sometimes we feel like, oh man, we're fighting these battles and okay, we made it through another one, but what's going to happen next? And the truth is that God is the one who fights our battles for us if we let him. He will direct our path. He will help us through life's troubles. And sometimes we think that a wall is a place of protection. But sometimes we understand that God will take and just push a wall over and destroy all our problems. Sometimes we want to depend on our own faith and rely on our own strength, and we can accomplish a lot, and we think, well, I did that, so I can do this. The truth is, when we have God on our side, when we know he's not just the God of the hills, but he's the God of the valley, he's the God that created the heavens and the earth, the hills and the valleys. And if he's ahead of us, if we're allowing him to help us through life's battles, we know that he can just say, you know what? You've done a good job. Boom. There. I'll take care of your problem. Sometimes, in order to be blessed, we have to show ourselves faithful. Sometimes we know that God wants to help us, but we have to trust in him to help us. And we know that God can do anything if we put our faith in him first. That's my word for the day. I hope it helps you. I hope it strengthens you. I hope it encourages you to put your faith in God, because no matter the battle you're fighting, we know that he's the one that ultimately fights ahead of us. Trust in him, and he'll direct your paths. Till next time, have a great day. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye.